Welcome back, everyone, to the Song of Waves and Wind, where I am looking over Lothgobel, which seems to be a lot more peaceful than it was the last time I was here. I do see some smoke there, but it looks like it's coming out of a chimney, which is a good sign that's coming out of a chimney rather than out of burning embers of a building. Now, I have two items I need to carry over here. One of all is that I need to visit this area in order to satisfy the requirements of this quest over here. And the other is that I was asked by a woman to find somebody around here. Ah, hello there. Are you Mildel?
Huh? Who are you? Can you not see that I am busy?
Oh, Calfeth? Oh, was that today? Well, I can't go up to Calambel today. I have far too much to do. The weather is perfect for throwing pottery, so she'll just have to wait. You seem to have nothing better to do than to interrupt old men working. Why don't you make yourself useful? Since Calfith is so worried, I will stay put and finish what I am working on while you gather me up some more clay. You should also head north and mine some quartz. I do not always need it, but I think this batch of pots will come out fine enough to need the very best glaze. Oh, go on now. Go away so that I can get back to this. Right. Collect clay and quartz crystals. Alright, so he wasn't in a good mood. Hello there?
When my townsfolk and I returned to Lothgobel, the place was lousy with rodents who had grown fat off of our food stores. We brought in several cats to help control the problem, and they have done a marvelous job. I made these dried fish treats to thank them, but they do not appear to like me very much. Perhaps you could give them out on my behalf.
I want the cats to know how grateful we all are for their contributions to our community. So I need to give treats to the friendly cat, the irate cat, the disinterested cat, and the self-satisfied cat. That's quite a catalog. Now, let's go and hand these out. Alright, this is the irate cat. This cat does not growl at you as you approach, but it does not seem thrilled for you to disturb its busy day of doing nothing. The treats do little to improve your standing. Oh well. How about the self-satisfied cat? It is true that all the cats of Lothgobel have helped control the rodent population, but this cat has accomplished the most. It left trophies of its conquest in the shoes of the townsfolk as proof of its prowess, something that was most certainly appreciated by all. The cat accepts the treats as its due payment. Alright. Well then, what about the friendly cat? This cat purrs as you approach and even gives you a rub against your leg. The treats are welcome surprise as it devours all but one. The last one, it seems, is for you, should you wish to sample one. Alright, and then we have the final cat, and this is the disinterested cat. This cat doesn't acknowledge your existence, nor does it acknowledge the presence of the treats that you leave for it. Its lack of external desire suggests an inner peace that some might find enviable. By not acknowledging this, this cat offers wisdom. Do with it what you will. Okay. Fine. I have delivered the treats.
Thank you. Oh, how I wish those cats liked me. Their fur looks so soft and fluffy.
Fluffy. Oh well. Alright, well then. Let's then head out and see what else we can find in this area. Hello there? Aridax. That sounds like a Corsair name. Lothgabel Salvage Wood.
What news has come in with the tide?
He also has a Corsair accent. The war has produced no shortage of scrap wood. Most woodworkers only want to work with fresh stock. They don't know how to make the most of the resources. But me? Well, those of us who have lived on the sea know treasure when we see it. I've struck a deal with some of the townspeople. They collect and lay out old wood for me, and I turn it into something useful and sell it back to them. And take care of today's collection. My back can't handle this heavy lifting today. Alright, fine, I will collect salvage wood. What else?
Speak quickly. I have much to do.
When I left Tathrandolf, I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I left my prized woodworking tools behind. I can get by without them, but these have been sentimental value. Oh, should you find yourself in Tathrandolf, look for a wooden crate edged with iron. I kept all of my kit in there. Alright, fine. Just in case I go back there. I guess that's where he was staying back during the war.
I never thought to see the days of peace come again.
I know, what a thought. Now, I think I should be getting close to some place where I need to tag. Lothgabel is not yet fully recovered from its scars. Yes, but it's certainly in much better shape than it was the last time I was here. Alright, so I have visited Lothgabel. Now, where to next? Oh, there is another quest giver up here. Oh, here we are. Alagiel. Check the chickens.
I need you to check the chickens to see if they've laid any eggs. I promised old Grathia I would deliver him a half a dozen eggs, but with all my other work, I don't have time to chase down my birds.
A half dozen eggs. Looks like she wants a... She wants an extra one for herself, I guess.
The evils of Sauron have marked this land, though he be gone.
Oh, you're less excitable when you're talking about the evils of Sauron, it sounds like. Vicious spores have been attacking my poor animals. Please do what you can do to reduce their numbers. Okay, so kill some vicious spores and collect some. This chicken has 2 eggs. The guilty look as I suggest that one of them might be stolen. Is this the victim of the theft? This chicken has no eggs and wishes you wouldn't put so much pressure on it to perform. Okie dokie. Now what about this one? This chicken gives you a dirty look as you claim her egg for yourself. Alright. You found an egg. Alright, well at least I didn't have any weird looks at me this time. Now, where are the other chicken? Oh, here's a chicken. What about you? This chicken is busy and has no time to entertain your search for eggs. How many? Okay, I've got 5 eggs currently. Oh, hold on. Scrap wood. Alright, we can have... Oh, that's where the scrap wood is located. What about this chicken? I found an egg there. And I found an egg there. there you go, a dozen plus one. A half a dozen plus one.
Thanks. Set the eggs down over there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some goats to feed. Once I find where they've gone. Oh dear.
Ah, wonderful. Right. Now that we're done with that, oh yes, I do need to kill some boars eventually. But I also need to find some scrap wood. Ah, here's some scrap wood. Now let's bring this back to Androx, who is down this way, if I remember correctly. Ah, yes, there he is, just up ahead. How's this?
Need you something from me?
Thank you, I appreciate your help. Now, what do I need? Oh yeah, I still need to collect clay and quartz crystals. Anything else I need to do? Actually, see if I do that and take care of the boars, oh that's right, I do need to get his woodworking tools also while I'm going up in a... Oh my goodness gracious. Oh yeah, that place. So this place is abandoned now? The Corsairs of Tathrendal. The women in hand-me-down armor and threadbare boots almost felt bad for the flock of Corsairs laid out on the ground. Almost. Her traveling companion, a woman in grey cloak, got up from the rock she was sitting on and came to stand next to her. What was their first mistake? She asked. The Threadbare Boots pondered the question. They underestimated us, she declared. They saw 2 travelers and thought 6 people could be enough to beat us. She smiled triumphantly. Close, but not quite correct. They did underestimate our strength, yes, but they made a bigger mistake first. She gave Threadbare Boots a moment to consider, but the silence stretched a little too long. Look at us, Greycloak said. Do we look like we are worth robbing? I wear a dull cloak, and your armor is scuffed and dented. We travel with light packs that could not hold more than 2 days' worth of supplies. What could we possibly have that is worth risking a confrontation? It would have been better to save their strength for better targets, like a merchant with a cart full of goods. But a merchant will employ an escort, Threadbare Boots retorted. And? A beast is only as hale as the prey it devours. A hard fight is worth the risk if the spoils are commensurate. If you are to make it one of us, you will do well to remember that. All right, we must. I suppose so. Now, I need to discover Tathrendal. I'm not too sure what's here, but we do have some clay. Okay, I know that clay is here. And I'm supposed to find some tools in this place. And apparently there's still some Corsairs hanging around. So apparently those 2 women did not take care of everyone. I'm going to hit 18. Alright, so that takes care of 18 enemies in Western Gondor. So I actually don't need to go to the 3rd location because that's now off my tracker. Because I managed to get 18 enemies before I managed to get all the way on the journey. Alright. Even though not a single one of those was at Tarlang's Crown, which was the intent of the quest. Oh boy. Now let's see. Oh, well, I was about to ask if there are tools around, but I still need wet clay also. Anything in this section? Other than more cool... These are tools? crate of woodworker's tools. Alright, well, Andrax will be happy about that. Assuming the tools are still intact and all present. Though I suppose that most of the Corsairs that are still at this camp are not likely to be experts at woodworking or anything like that. Actually, I have to take that back because... Okay, maybe not woodwork. I mean, you would... Actually, I was about to say because wouldn't they need a carpenter or two there if they are sailors? But then, of course, if they had a competent carpenter, they might be trying to see if they can find and salvage a ship somewhere. Now, let's see. Do I have everything I need around here? Well, there's still the possibility of finding clay, I think. Wet clay. Ah! Like over here. There we go. I just noticed I need to kill 2 more Corsairs here. Hey. Sorry to bug you, but the quest says I need to kill 2 more of you. And that leaves the sniper. Okay, we are done with that. That gives me 10 of 12 quests done in Labradon. I guess that means I need to... I was about to say find some quartz, but it looks like I've already found some. Nice. Anything else I need around here other than quartz? Oh, I do have to find some boars at some point. But other than that, I think I'm pretty well set. Alright. We need to deal with some boars to thin out their numbers. Is that one that needs to be thinned? Yes, it looks like it is. Vicious wild boar. Maybe I should have tried to talk to it first, determine whether it was really vicious or whether it was misunderstood. Of course, there's always a possibility that they were just giving this vicious boar as an excuse to me to go out and hunt pork chops or something. One never knows. Or, of course, it could be a mind that viciousness could be just a assumption that they made or something like that. One can't always know. Now, what really looks vicious are these insects. Oh, is that a vicious boar? No, that's just a wild boar. What makes a boar wild and not vicious? I don't know. Just the frame of mind, I guess. I hope you're prepared to eat pork tonight.
Ah, will there ever be an end to this toil?
Oh, that sets my heart at ease. Thank you, traveler. You're welcome. Now, with that done, we can go and speak to Andrax to deliver the tools, after which we will be able to deliver the clay. I hope this is the right box.
Spare a moment for me.
His fingers grace over the woodworking tools as if they were precious jewelry or fine cloth. Thanks for bringing these back to me. I would have gone myself, but I'm not ready for the conversations that await me back there. I understand. Ooh, we are so close to 144. Completed. Quest in Labradon renewed. There's one more area in there. And that means we have just one more area, that being the Blackroot Vale. And here is the clay you ordered.
What, you're back already?
Oh, I suppose it has been a while. When the clay is working and flowing in your hands, you lose all sense of time, don't you? Well, I do. guess that's it for Lothgobel. So that is 2 of the 3 areas. Now, I'm no longer obliged to go through the 3rd area, but perhaps we should? Yes, we should head into Dinadab in the next episode of The Song of Waves and Winds.